The big cars don't really have the advantage at this circuit over the little ones because, of course, the straights are so short. Tight corners right now. It's going to start to gather speed. Lovely shot. There's Viana starts to accelerate. Morgan Rood wants to stay there. He'd like to be alongside him, and Viana's got the jump on him. Closes the door on him as he goes into Volkswagen corner. The right-hander with Morgan Rood. They want to get through this first lap, and I see George Fashi's moved up alongside Lance. He wants to be there. Here's another big host of them. That's George Bezaidner hurrying through the field. He wants to get a lot closer to Johan Kutsia. Don Brains is back. He had his bonnet fly open in his car yesterday, and in fact he couldn't see out of the car, but they've straightened all that. I think he might have put a new windscreen in if he was able to find one overnight. Viana easy on the brakes. Been coming down from about 200 kilometers an hour, and they start to accelerate. That Mazda very quick out of the corners. It's a lighter car. It's the lightest car. They're allowed to take it down to 900 kilograms. Some of the others have to put weight in for the minimum level limit. The BP Nissan V6 3-litre Henny van der Lindes went out yesterday with gearbox trouble. It's got such tremendous power. It's to find the gearbox that can actually handle that sort of horsepower. Here's Viana with Morgan Rood pushing him all the way. And Morgan Rood, not unknown to get his bonnet right under that wing of Viana's and really push away. He's got tremendous acceleration. You can see he's tried. And Brian Bezaidner's right in there with him. It's 20 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters. The first cars that come through. Then there's Peter Lance. Then Farney Elson, the ex-David de Villiers Alpha. George Fashi's in there. Paddy Driver's in there. Gary Dudley, a much better start this time ahead of Frank Fowle. Then it's Jan Coetzee in the little 1600 Escort. Colin Clay is in there. Brian Bezaidner's in there. Nico van Rensburg are all streaming through the start-finishing area. As they go on their way on their second lap, it's Viana in the front, really being worried there by Ben Morgan Rood.
Ben Morgan Rood van Randfontein, hy het sy eie paneelklopper besigheid en is ook al vir geruime tyd in hierdie klas. En hy is gewoonlik saam met Willie Hepburn ook daar in die strijd gemikkel. Willie het gister probleme opgetel in die eerste rensessie van die Westbank wedren. En hy is, ek reken al op pad terug Johannesburg toe en het besluit om nie verder deel te neem nie. Peter Lance is in die vierde posisie met sy Golf. Dan is het Fanny Els en daar die V6 3-liter Alpha. George Fashier is daar met 2-liter Cadet. Jerry Dupuy die heeft die Porsche. En daar kan ons sien dat dit werkelijk gebeur het, dat Tony Viana moest terugzak en die RX-7 van Ben Morgan is daar bij hem voorbij. En dit is bykie hier waar die appelkaart uit die mekaar gegooid gaan word. Ben Morgan is voor en Viana sal nou moet terugveg so al wat hy kan. Die Mazda is 'n baie ligter motor. Hy hanteer baie makliker die draaie. En daar kan ons sien die groot verskil, die gewigverskil. Die BMW is 'n swaar motor. Die Mazda 'n baie ligte een, so 900 kg. Dit is die minimum gewig wat hierdie motors mag wees. En Ben Morgan het nou sy 3 speeltjies vol van 'n groot rooi Winfield BMW en hy het al die druk op hom op staan. Daar kan ons sien dat sy die voorste gedeelte van die motor baie laag is. Hier en daar skier dit hier op die pad. En Tony Viana met die BMW wat terugsak het in die tweede posisie sal nou kyk waar hy geleentheid gaan kry om by Ben Morgan in die RX-7 verby te kom.
Race on our hands now with Morgan Rood. His mirrors filled with Tony Viana's, that fire engine. As that Winfield BMW M5 comes out of the corner, he's really pushing it. There's a lovely shot as they accelerate up to 200 plus kilometers an hour. You can see the BM has always gathered speed once it's really into top gear and hauling. But look at that acceleration of that Mazda as they go through the chicane. They don't tap off nothing at all as they go into the S's. They go through there, and Viana leaving his braking very late. Now watch them use it to come wide across the park here around this corner, and then they'll pull it in tight and onto the brakes now. This is where Morgan Rood is very quick on the brakes and reached to close up in Viana. Viana in second position. Now it's around this long sweep, 300 meters. They got already some of the slow traffic ahead of them. As they come up there, they want to get them out of the way very quickly. Johan Grundling in another little Golf is ahead of them. And Bezaidner's keeping them right inside. Fantastic. Johan, here's a beautiful shot as they get past him and accelerate. Now we watch them on the braking. You can see it's a sweep. They're down NML Avenue on the one side, and Viana's going for it. He's going for it as he got him, as Morgan Rood give way. Viana's got him. Now watch Morgan Rood try on the inside. He can't get him this time. But the BM, that Morgan Rood is staying right with the BM. But you can see the difference inside between those cars, that little swift, lightweight Mazda and that big, mighty, powerful BM. And two top star drivers are in these machines at the moment. He's going to get him now. This is desperate stuff. As he goes through TNN corner, he gets back in the front. Now he'll start to come out. He'll go wide as he goes through here. Viana trying to get round the outside. Then he'll go and straighten it up as they go into the brakes. It's straight now. Now you've got to get onto the anchors as you're still turning onto the brakes heavy. And the thing is that Viana's car is going to start fading. His brakes will start fading late in this race. 4 laps are gone. There's 10 laps in all to do. Here's heavy traffic ahead of them. Here's trouble. Dave Hawkins and that Dayglow Skyline's ahead. They want through. Neville Tillman's there. And there's the little Don Brains, that little 1600 cadet saying going over to the side. There's Hawkins' car from Cape Town. That lovely Dayglow, the Skyline sounds magnificent. Here they come again. All getting round the outside of Neville Tillman as they're going to West Bank. Morgan Root starting to get away. He got through that traffic very, very quickly. The back markers Tillman goes through. Morgan Root wants to keep that title line on his way out. It's hard. They've got limited start, limited slip diffs. It means they need to power them around to really steer them. That flame coming out of the back of the car is actually just changing the gear. And he's got him. He's used all that speed to get through. And there's no love lost between these two drivers. That's for sure. Viana won the first round in Belgium, 2 heats there. He won the race on Saturday here. And Morgan Root's not letting him get away. He's making plans. But look at Brian Bezuidenhout. Now, this is one of the greatest drives he's ever had. He's in 3rd position. Peter Lance not too far behind in the Sabre Golf. Then Farney Elson, the Alpha GT V6. George Fashish coming up in the Delta Motorsport Cadet. Then his Frank Fowler from his Mazda and Gary Dunkley. As they pull there out of... they are certainly flying. There's a go down Volkswagen corner. Head towards the S's at West Bank. And they go in there. It's tight turning for these big cars. And Brian Bezuidenhout staying right with them. Ahead of him it looks like it's John Brains maybe already as they fly past. That's the Cornwrights Mazda, Brian Rowlings, and they come at that speed for you. Let's see the brakes now. This is where Morgan uses the lightweight car to get in close to him. He's challenging, and I think he just might take him on the way, and if he gets in right behind him, he needs that slipstream as he goes away from Bearing Man Bend, that hairpin, and just look at them gathering speed. This is mighty machinery. These are the heavy metal cars really gathering speed through the chicane. They're just going left to right of the car. They want to get past the slow mark. Either slowing up gives Morgan Root a shot. And he's just chickened out. He looked in his mirrors and said, no ways am I getting into this fight.
Een zwaar motor, maar Tony het al homself goed bewys om hierdie motor te hanteer. Daar kan ons sien dat het lijkt op hy begin hier en daar begin een bietjie waggel, die bande begin en die remmen begin ook iets wat moeg raak. Dus 10 ronde wedren hierdie. So 26, 30, tussen 26 en 30 kilometer precies wat het is. Maar die Winfield BMW is nou bezig om heeltemal onder Ben Morgan uit te trek. Zodat die Westbank is gaan, die Westbank draai. En die pijlvak, een langerige pijlvak en MNR weg, weer vat. Weer van die starige motors wat tussen hulle kom. Dit kan wat Tony ophouden en Ben Morgan te nader omskuif. So hierdie wedren voor die laaste ronde en die geruite vlag val nie. En nou is ons bijna op die laatste ronde en dan kan ons sien as die kracht opgezet wordt en die kracht neergezet op die achterwielen van daar die Mazda wat is iets wat terugzak en intap in die teer. En die stadige motors daar, maar nog steeds is Brian Bezuidenhout en die Vista Homes Nissan Skyline wat in die 3de positie hou. Hy hou baie goed by die BMW en die Mazda RX-7. Daar kan ons sien, Tony druk daar die BMW baie hard nou as hy daar die draai kom aan die achterkant van Kingspark Stadion. Hierdie is die voorlaaste ronde, hy het nog so paar 100 meter oor, dan gaan hy op die laaste ronde wees en Tony Viana sal dan, as alles goed gaan met hom op hierdie stadium, sal hy die tweede rensessie ook wen. Daar kan ons sien, Tony Viana, die bande raak moeg, die bande raak definitief moeg en die ruitervlag is uit. Tony Viana het hom dan gewen op die einde, as gesien het, bijna het hy die motor verloor, maar Tony Viana die Westbank rensessie, die tweede een op Sondag gewen met Ben Morgan tweede, Brian Bezuidenhout en die Nissan Skyline derde.